What up, guys? The offensive madman Kyle Robinson coming to you today with a review for PlayStation 5's February and March offering, Destruction All-Stars. I am a little late on my review, but that's okay because the game is still free going through the end of March. So let's jump into this review, and I'm going to break down modes and my pros and cons for this new PlayStation 5 game. So we're here today to answer the question, is Destruction All-Stars worth the hard drive space? Personally, I was a little bit skeptical when I first saw this, but I thought the animations, the gameplay looked a lot of fun. So I said, screw it, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to start with the challenge series part of the game because I think that's the neatest addition but weakest point to the game, and I'll explain that to you as we hop into the menu here. So challenge mode is the version of story mode for Destruction All-Stars, and I'll admit I got excited whenever I saw this, and then very quickly realized that it's a microtransaction hell. And what I mean is that they give you one story to play. They give you one story. It's the mutual respect one there. Every other one of them costs premium currency. So basically, they give you one to bait you in, and every other one of them is premium currency that you have to pay for. As a lore whore, as I've been called, I'm very upset with this, but ultimately it didn't ruin my expectations of the game, so I'm pretty excited to proceed with what I would consider the best parts of Destruction All-Stars. One great thing about the game is that it launched with 16 playable characters, each with their own unique abilities and unique vehicles that you can play with. In this screen here, you'll kind of see a variation of each one. I'm not going to break down each character right now, that may come later, but the beauty of this is 16 players for 16 different playstyles at launch of game. So the first of the four big game modes is Mayhem, which is essentially a free-for-all battle of cars and champions on foot. That's how the game of Destruction All-Stars works. You'll see here as you start on foot, you jump into a car and you basically try to fuck people up. It's great. You'll see here I managed to wreck somebody and earn points. For every kill you get, every KO, every wreck, pretty much anything, you'll get points. And as the game proceeds, you'll see that the upper left-hand corner there has a scoring chart, which is how you keep track of who is where. Now, this is probably my favorite of the four game modes, strictly because it's fairly straightforward. You get in cars, you destroy people. It's kind of a nice little nod to just straight fighting, which is what the car game is supposed to be about, really, is the destruction. So this mode is really just a drop and play thing, which is nice. This is one of four. Mayhem, like I said, being my favorite. Pretty excited to see where they go with arenas and traps going forward. The next mode we'll talk about is the Gridfall mode, which is All-Stars version of the Battle Royal. Of the four game modes, this is my least favorite, mainly because I hate the Battle Royal style mode gameplay, and, well, I just suck ass at it. So basically, the way that this game mode works is as you play, you'll see parts of the map fall away, and once you fall through the hole, then you're eliminated, and last person standing wins. It's pretty much that simple. And yeah, I lasted about 30 seconds playing any of these modes, so I suck at it, I hate it, but if you love Battle Royale, then this mode could be for you. The third mode we're going to talk about is Carnado. It is probably the most unique style of gameplay in Destruction All-Stars. Basically, you hit people, wreck them, kill them, whatever you can do, and you earn gears. The caveat to that is once the car you're driving gets destroyed, those gears that you're carrying end up disappearing. So you have to be really mindful of your car health and where you're at on the map to make sure that you can make the most of any of the gears that you've earned. To donate those gears, you drive into the, well, aforementioned Carnado. And for every 5 gears you get, you'll see the little bar at the top of the screen as it fills up. And the goal is to basically outscore your opponent. The craziness of this mode is actually a lot of fun because you have to be very, very mindful of your car's health and everything in between. So it's got that really neat strategic element to it that you don't see in a lot of games like this. So for that reason, I would say that Carnado is probably my second favorite mode to play in Destruction All-Stars. So the last game mode for Destruction All-Stars really doesn't have any gameplay to go along with it because, well, I couldn't for the life of me find a game to actually play in it. And that is Stockpile. That is one of the drawbacks to this game. It's still new and the updates are still coming in, so you never really know as to what you're getting when it comes to some of the game modes. But Stockpile is essentially a capture the flag style gameplay where you collect gears. The difference between this and Carnado is you actually have to be outside of the car to collect the gears. And once you bank them in a bank, you have to capture the bank first and then you bank them. So Stockpile is a really unique resource management style gameplay as well, and there's a lot more danger to it in the realm of being hit by other players and people being able to capture your points and things like that. But ultimately, it's not one of those modes that I see a lot of longevity in it for certain players. Myself, I'm not the biggest fan. So Destruction All-Stars Stockpile mode probably would be ranked, if we're going in there, at third. So it's time for the final scores for Destruction All-Stars, and we're going to grade this game based on its graphics, its playability, and replayability. So let's start with the graphics. The cartoony element of this game actually lends a lot to this style of gameplay, and I think for a non-graphics based game, I think it actually ranks up there pretty good for the added sports elements, the announcers, the varying arenas, the way the animations work. All in all, Destruction All-Stars, an 8 out of 10 for the graphics section. The playability is one of the easiest to pick up and play games as long as you have any basic understanding of a car game. You just have to figure out what controls or what buttons do what. So from a playability standpoint, I 100% adamantly give this a 10 out of 10. And then finally, we're going to look at replayability, and I see a lot in the future of Destruction All-Stars if they continue to love and support this game. So I see replayability as a 9 out of 10. Ultimately, Destruction All-Stars is a very, very nice addition to the PlayStation 5 catalog, and I think the fact that they've given it away for free helps the player base, and I think it lets people get acquainted to a game like this when they've never played something like that before. So, have you played Destruction All-Stars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't played Destruction All-Stars, why haven't you played it? And finally, if you have any other questions concerning this game or anything else, also feel free to drop those in the comments section. Later this month, we're going to do another review for WWE 2K Battlegrounds. For the PC, it's going to be my first PC game that I do a review for. And then next month, we're going to do a review for Outriders for the PS5. I'm very excited for that game. So the next two reviews are already locked down. But if you have a game that you would like to see me review, feel free to drop it in the comments. Or if you're not in the Discord section already, join Discord, and there is a section there that you can actually go ahead and add your review request to. So thank you very much for watching. If this video has given you any insight into the game or you've enjoyed it at all, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much love and appreciation. And a polite PSA from the Offensive Madman that if words offend you, you can fuck off.